How many of you knew that back in 2016, 17, we were like a huge NCT focused channel? Were any of you back with us back then? Because damn, we were kind of obsessed with NCT for a good year with Taeyong and Mark and Do-young and Jaehyun and so many of those boys back in the day of 3rd gen NCT, but we've kind of faded away from it recently, especially as I've become on my own on the channel talking about rap. I don't really talk about NCT as much as I used to, but that's changing today because we got a video request from Arrow. Be sure to thank Arrow because on Patreon, Arrow has requested that I rank every single NCT title track from my least favorite to most favorite. So we're going to go through there, and just fair warning everyone, I will give my reasonings, but I do not love every single NCT title track. There's not a single K-pop group that I love every single release from. So please go in with a bit of body armor on your shoulders because I might chip a little bit. And I don't want anyone to get upset. So, just be prepared. I might say something like I might not like your favorite song. Just wanted to fair warn everyone. It's been a minute. Let's dive into this and start off with number 12. We're going to start off with Work It. I wanna see you dance, dance. Yeah, so Work It. Out of all 12 of the NCT title tracks we're ranking, this is by far my least favorite. I wouldn't say by far, but yeah, I just don't know. The verses are kind of fun, but God, I cannot listen to that chorus. It's such a big no for me. It's like, it feels like I'm in like an 80s or 90s like at-home power dance workout where it's like, you stand in front of your TV and you're dancing along with the instructor on the TV. That's what it just feels like every time I hear this chorus, and that's not really my thing personally, as I'm not like a dance fan in K-pop, so maybe that's something to do with it. And then there's also like a note, it literally sounds like it's a Discord notification in the chorus. And every time I hear it, I check the Discord, and I'm like, wait, did I get a notification? Oh, it was the song. And it just fucks with my head, okay? It just messes with my head. I can't. But that brings us to our next one, number 11. Yeah, so our first of 2 ballads on this list, and this is Coming Home, and it's just, I'm not a ballad guy. There has to be something really special about a ballad for it to stand out to me, and this is just kind of like a stereotypical, beautiful vocals, don't get me wrong, but stereotypical, like, wintry, mellow ballad, and just doesn't do too much for me. I don't have too much to elaborate on it. It's like, if you know my opinion on ballads, 95% of ballads don't hit me with me, and then there's like that 1%, that 1 or 5% that do, and this one is in the masses of that 95%. Just nothing stood out to me. General winter ballad, not a huge fan, kind of boring to me. So we'll move on to number 10.
Let's play ball. Yeah. Let's play ball. Do it. Yo, you're my universe. Yeah. Let's play ball.
So that one's the most recent one, I believe. Most recent title track from NCT, and yeah, it's mainly the lyrics. Like, just them shouting at me, let's play ball, let's play ball. I'm just like, I don't know how to react to this. It just gets to my head, and then during basically the whole song, I just can't listen to it. So most of the ones down here, there's like one thing that stands out to me that kind of turns me away from the song. And this part is Let's Play Ball, because the rest of the song, like, it tries its best really well. There's some beautiful moments of catchy vocals in there. There's some beautiful moments of other things too, and it's just like, I just get pushed away from it because the whole thing's a bit too clashy for me, I guess. But, that's just my taste at the end of the day. So let's move on to number 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Yes, that's 90s love, and it basically just boils down to, I am not a huge fan of like throwback genres, like disco, retro throwbacks, like a lot of like 4th gen 2020, 2021 was trendy to do. Then even right now, like throwing back to like that 2000s nostalgia, Avril Lavigne, Olivia Rodrigo type sound, like what they're doing right now. Not a huge fan when songs do that either. And 90s Love's kind of like a blend of 90s to like late 80s sounds. And there's nothing specific that I don't like about it. It's just like all of it together just kind of is a little too much throwback for me as someone who doesn't like throwbacks too much. That's basically all it is. But, starting from this point on, I promise the negative goes away because we're moving on to number 8. Yeah, this is the what I would call the better ballad of the 2 on here. Like, it's not bad at all. It's still a little boring. It has more going on for me, but it's just literally missing that one something, that one standout thing that I look forward to when I listen to a ballad. Something that like draws me back into it. And this thing didn't really have anything. Is again beautiful vocals, beautiful harmonies, but it didn't have anything that like makes me want to listen to it again. I'm kind of surprised the ballad actually is this high, but let's move on to number 7.
Do this all day. Back it up, back it up. Yeah.
Yeah, so this one probably could have been top 5 if I listened to it when released, but I kind of was late to the party on this one. I don't know what was happening at the time. I was like out of my keeping up with K-pop phase. I knew that they had this comeback, but I never checked it out until like 6 months after it came out. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I think at the time I was really against changing up pre-chorus stuff, and that's kind of what Make-A-Wish does. They have a little bit of a change up, so I was like, nah. But yeah, honestly, I think if I listened to it, if it released today and it came out today, I'd probably playlist it. But I was late to the party, never got into it. And that's the reason it's not any higher. Nothing bad with this song at all. But that brings us to everything else, which is actually on the positive side, because Make-A-Wish is kind of neutral. And that brings us to number 6. Without You is all nostalgia, I think, which is weird because I didn't like it when it came out. I remember when this dropped with 7th Sense. I didn't like it, but listening to it nowadays, it makes me fucking miss 2016 so much. And life back in 2016, just starting this channel with my friends and going down to record with them and everything. I just get so much nostalgia from it. I don't know why, but it's a nostalgia bait for me, okay? Like, I would genuinely listen to this again. It's all nostalgia bait for back in the day. And yeah, that's all I can say. Now, number 5. Yeah, Boss, it's kind of fallen a bit for me, because then when I'm listening to it now, it really sounds like it's the beginning of 4th gen. I liked it a lot more when it came out, I think. But at the time, I didn't even realize, like, that's what 4th gen was going to sound like. And you listen to Boss now, especially with fresh ears, knowing what 4th gen sounds like it's got chanting hook, like where all the members like doing that rap chant type thing. It's got change-ups in the song where it randomly goes in these beautiful vocals from that like that stereotypical Boss sound that you think of when you hear Boss. It goes to some beautiful vocals. It's literally 4th gen before the 4th gen sound was popular. It's kind of like before the trend was there. So Boss kind of paved the way for that in a sense of paving the way for the 4th gen sound and starting the trends for it. But yeah, pretty cool song overall. Just slid a little bit because it reminds me so much of 4th gen and the things I don't like in 4th gen nowadays. So yeah, it's all. But I do love this song overall. But number 4 is a bit of a different story, actually.
정상이 아닌 girl. She's a maniac and I love her just like that.
Maniac. This is the okay. Other than the ballads, this is the one song on here I had never even listened to before doing this. I didn't even know this was an NCT title track song until I found it on the playlist Errol gave us. Wow. I should have listened to this when it came out. The horns in the song are so tastefully done. The vocals are so fun. There's such spicy drums too in it. It's just such a well-blended instrumental. And then on top of that, beautiful NCT vocals that I always enjoy hearing. It's such a nicely rounded song, and I'm so shocked that I never have heard it until now. I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I'm going to playlist that. And I'm like, what is it, 2 years late to it? Hey, it's better late than never. It was a good song from the like 3 or 4 times I've listened to it now since, you know, putting this list together. But that brings us to our top 3. And if you know NCT songs, you know the 3 that are left. We've got number 3, Baby Don't Stop.
Stop, baby, don't stop. Don't stop.
Bro, Ten and Taeyong are such a good duo. I still listen to this song to this day. All 3 of these top ones I still listen to this day. But Baby Don't Stop is one of the few songs that the whispers don't make me cringe. I normally hate idols whispering in my ear, especially when it's the focal point. But the whispering Taeyong does contrasts Ten's vocals so well in Baby Don't Stop. I actually love it. On top of that, Taeyong's rapping in here is just so much fun because before this point, he didn't have too much, like besides Mad City and like one other thing that he got, like, you know, the center point of like being able to actually rapidy rap, like with like a choppier syllable thing. So it's always fun hearing that from Taeyong. And on top of that, we can go farther back to their debut of 7th Sense, man.
Open your eyes, 조용히 open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. 이제는 open your eyes.
Bro, this song, this is the beginning. I still remember the first time I heard this, and you can watch the first time I heard this on my YouTube channel.
Him!
I like him too, yeah.
Oh my. That voice is the voice of God. Coming down and saying, Bryson, it's time.
Ooh, that high note!
You did good, my child.
Damn!
I'm about to make a Twitter just to follow him. Hold on.
My friend Bryson became obsessed with this. He's always like, I kind of don't know if I like K-pop, but he loved this song. This song transcended K-pop, and I truly believed, like at the time, and still today, that it's like one of the best debuts of any group. It has aged so well. The NCT could release this song today, and it would sound really good in today's like meta and today's trends. It would sound so good. It just gets better every year. It ages like fine wine. Killing
my vibe, cause this is a broken life.
Number 1, as you just saw, as I cut myself off from Fanboy Over 7 Senses yesterday. This is just the perfect NCT sound for me that I wish they did more of. Rap line focus, because they have an amazingly underutilized rap line mixed with amazing Do Young vocals. Like, what more can you want? This is like my perfect NCT sound, which is just why like sometimes the amount of members makes me a bit sad, because they can't do stuff like this all the time because they have to give all the members at least a little bit of time to shine. But man, amazing vocals like from Do Young mixed with this amazing like rap-centered focus. Like, that's the beauty of NCT. For me, this is like the peak of NCT, and that's what I would want more of. I still listen to Yesterday all the time. It's one of my favorite NCT songs overall, not just NCTU. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and also let me know how you'd rank these 12 songs down in the comments below. And at the end of every video, if you didn't know, I do a shout out to all of my amazing patrons, because I couldn't make this content without them, even with Errol's requests. And if you want to be on this list in the future as well, see videos 12 hours early, get special access to reactions I make, and other benefits, you can support me on Patreon for just a few dollars a month. Here we go. Swiss, Errol, Laura Fernandez, Just a Penguin, Pixel, Arston, Griffin Chiavo, Muse Ribbons, Wookbook, Smila Smith, Austin, Caitlin Gervin, Deadboy Sushi, Farhan, Fleur, Fred Earth, Hannah Manu, Natalia Krasinska, Novolite, Permislav Polinsky, Rand 1998, Rai Rai, and Valtini. I got tongue-tied there for a minute, but thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!